Break of this world's chain, we adore thee, whom all men love, spotless, take immense form. O purifier, thou art above the gnatly, knowledge divine, not flesh, thou whom the cosmos wears, a diamond at its heart. Let us look deep in thine eyes, they are bright with the wisdom of God, that can wake us from mild spell. Let us hold fast to thy feet, treading the waves of the world to safety. O drunk with love, God drunken lover, in thee all paths of all yogas meet. Lord of the worlds, thou art ours, who art born a child of our time, easy of access to us. O merciful, if we take any hold upon God in our prayer, it is by thy grace alone, since all thine austerities were practiced for our sake. How great was thy sacrifice, freely choosing thy birth in this prison, our iron age, to unchain us and set us free. Perfect, whom lust could not taint, nor passion nor gold draw near. O Master of all renounce, fill our hearts full of love for thee. Thou hast finished with fear and with doubt, standing firm in the vision of God, refuge to all who have cast fame, fortune, and friends away. Without question thou shalt trust us, and the world's great sea in its wrath seems shrunk to the puddle that fills the footprint in the clay. Speech cannot hold thee, nor mind, yet without thee we think not, nor speak. Love, who art partial to none, we are equal before thy sight. Take away our pain, we salute thee, though we are blind. Come to the heart's black cave, and illumine, thou light of the light.
Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Drutavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namami. Good evening, everyone. Today is the birthday of Swami Trigunatitananda Maharaj. Following Swami Vivekananda, 3 more disciples of Sri Ramakrishna came to this country. First came Swami Abhedanandji. He arrived here in 1897. By that time, Swami Vivekananda had returned to India. Then, when Swami Vivekananda came here for the second time, he brought with him Swami Turiyanandji. And then came Swami Trigunatitanandji. Now, Sharat Maharaj, sorry. Swami Sharat Maharaj also came. And then came Turiyanandji. And then finally Swami Trigunatitanandji. While all the other 3 returned to India, Swami Trigunatitanandji remained here. Swami Trigunatitanandji remained here and he passed away here. So he worked in this country for 13 long years and he never went back to India after coming here. And especially he worked in California, in San Francisco. So his life and work holds great meaning and significance for us, for devotees in this California. His name before he took monastic orders was Sharada Prasanna Mitra. He was born in January 30th, 1865 in a village called Naura, which is some 24 miles to the south of Kolkata. Today we have a branch of Ramakrishna Mutt in that village, Naura, situated very close to the ancestral house of Swami Trigunatitananda. Of course, nothing remains of the original house, only a small a monument stands there. But otherwise, that whole place is sanctified because Swami Trigunatitananda was born there and spent a few years of his childhood. And for education, he moved to Kolkata. And the house, interestingly, the house where Swami Trigunatitananda stayed in Kolkata has also come to Ramakrishna Mission. So today it is maintained as a retreat. That house is not very far from the ancestral house of Swami Vivekananda. Even that house is in our possession now. A very, very old building, but still very intact. Swami Trigunatitananda, this Sharada Prasanna, when he was a boy of 14, he was admitted to this metropolitan institution in Kolkata, where Master Mahashay or Mahendranath Gupta was the headmaster. Sharada was a very brilliant student and he had very charming manners, and he was doing well in his studies, and everybody expected him to do well in his the entrance examination. But the fate was against him. On the second day of the exam, he lost his gold watch. So this Sharada. So this made him very upset, and he could not write the exam properly. As a result, instead of securing the first position, he passed in second position in the exam. And after the exam, he was very much grief-stricken. So he had lost his gold watch, and he also did not do well in the exam. So he was very downcast. And Master Mahashay, took pity on him. So he loved Sharada, and now seeing him in such a gloomy face, so he took him to Sri Ramakrishna. So that was the occasion. So that was sometime in December 84. So he took Sharada to Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna, of course, recognized him, and Sharada also, because he had from his childhood a very devotional temperament. He was fond of worship. So because of all this, he was very much attracted to Sri Ramakrishna. And Sharada began to read scriptures, and he had very good memory. Even at young age, he had memorized more than 100 Sanskrit hymns, and he could chant them very beautifully. This Sharada, he was brought up in an aristocratic family. So he considered some works as menial. So Sri Ramakrishna could understand everything. So one day when Sharada went to Dakshineshwar along with his friends, Sri Ramakrishna asked him to fetch some water and wash his feet. So Sharada was very much shocked, and more so because his friends were with him. So he stood looking at Sri Ramakrishna's face. But Sri Ramakrishna repeated his instruction again. So then there was nothing else to do. So Sharada brought the water and did what Sri Ramakrishna wanted him to do, though reluctantly. But then through this incident, Sri Ramakrishna erased that complexity in his mind, and he was prepared for the life of service. A spirit of service was implanted in his heart. Then after passing his school, he entered the Metropolitan College, but later he lost my interest in his secular studies because he started frequenting Sri Ramakrishna at Dakshineshwar more and more. And seeing his indifference to studies, his family wanted to get him married. So they started preparation. When Sharada came to know of it, he fled home. Okay, first he went to Sri Ramakrishna and told him that he was going to Puri, which is the place of Lord Jagannath, on foot. But he did not tell Sri Ramakrishna that he had kept his plan secret from his family. So he started, but it was a long journey, and he started on foot without any money, and on some days he went without food. Once it so happened that he didn't get any food for 2 days, and he started walking, and he found himself in a dense forest. And it was evening, and as he proceeded, he got the forest become more and more thick, and at night it was dense, it was pitch dark, and he didn't know what to do. He was very hungry. Then he took shelter at the root of a tree and fell asleep. And at night, someone called him. He came to him and called him and gave him food. So he was very hungry. So Sharada ate that food and went back to sleep. And next day morning, he got up and searched the whole place to find that person who had given him food at that hour in that forest. But he couldn't find anyone. But anyhow, he reached Puri, and then his parents also, somehow they had guessed that he had gone to Puri, and they went there and caught him and brought him back. And then Sharada appeared for the college exam, and though he had not studied for the entire year, in just 1 month he studied and cleared the exam, the college exam. Then when Sri Ramakrishna was at Kashipur Garden House for his treatment, Sharada could not go there as much as he wished because of the objections by his family. Nevertheless, whenever there was an opportunity, he went there and served Sri Ramakrishna. And after the passing of Sri Ramakrishna, Sharada wanted to renounce the world and join Naren and others in the Baranagar monastery. But the thought of the shock he would give to his parents, that deterred him from his purpose. So he did not join immediately. Then his family also, especially his brother, they wanted to somehow turn him into worldly life. So they took recourse to some supernatural means, some kind of black magic. And they performed a huge ceremony lasting for more than a month and a half and costing huge money. And at the end of the ceremony, the priests, they told his family that, see, he is very firm. His mind cannot be changed, and he is going to become a monk. So the priests themselves acknowledged their defeat. But his brother would not leave. So he tried other means to change his mind. And he even approached disciples of Sri Ramakrishna with a request that you please advise Sharada to get married. But Sharada never yielded, and when he came to know of all these things, he was very much annoyed, and finally he joined the Baranagar monastery. And when others took the monastic vows, Sharada also took the vows along with them, and his name became Swami Trigunaatitananda. So that was the name Swami Vivekananda gave. But in later years, Swami Vivekananda himself once made a remark jokingly that you have such a big name, Swami Trigunaatitananda, such a big name. And he hinted that he may shorten his name. So Trigunaatitananda, what he did, he dropped the last Ananda, so retained only Trigunaatita. So in America, he was known mostly as Swami Trigunaatita, that's all. Then in 1891, Swami Trigunaatitananda, he went on a pilgrimage to Mathura, Vrindavan, Jaipur, and all those places. And a few years later, he went on a pilgrimage to Kailash and Manas Sarovar. So that was a very, very difficult pilgrimage. And on more than one occasion, his life was in danger. But at every time, he was miraculously saved. And there are very interesting incidents. And all these experiences deepened his faith in God. In 1897, there was severe famine in a district of Bengal. It's called Dinajpur. There was severe famine, and Trigunaatitananda, he went there and organized relief work. So he was living on alms. He would go begging for his food. He would not take food which was meant for distribution, but he collected money and brought the rice, dal, and other things and distributed among the famine-stricken people. Swami Trigunaatitananda had a very strange capacity as regards food. He could live for days together just on one piece of fruit. Okay, he would not need anything else. And at the other end, he could eat quite a huge quantity of food, which would require at least 4 strongly built men to consume. So much food he can eat. So once a funny incident happened when he was returning from Jairam Bati. I think he stopped at Vardhaman, and he wanted to have meal. So he went into a hotel and asked the manager, the hotel owner, the price of the meal. So he said some 4 paise or few ana. It was a very small amount. So, but Trigunaatitananda said, see, I am a very good eater. If you want, I will pay more. But I will I will eat well. So that hotel owner said, no, you don't need to pay more. This is the price. That much you pay, that is good. All right. So he sat for eating. So it was only the rice and dal, rice and lentils. And the cook, he started serving Trigunatitananda and he started eating. He ate and almost finished the entire the amount of food that was in the hotel. And finally, this owner came running to him and with folded hands, she said, Swami, please stop eating. Please stop eating. And we don't have enough food, and you don't have to pay for whatever you have eaten. That also he did not take money. So like this, Trigunatitanji had that capacity. And towards 1898, Swami Trigunatitananji had the plan to start a monthly magazine in Bengali. So Swami Vivekananda also liked the idea, and he supported him financially, and he himself gave the name Udbodhan to that Bengali magazine. So Swami Trigunatitananda was put in charge of that magazine, and he was the all in all for that magazine. In the sense, he was the editor, he was the publisher. He had to go and get subscription for the magazines, and he had to write to different people to collect articles. Everything he had to do. So he worked very hard. And when Swami Vivekananda came to know of this, he said that only a disciple of Sri Ramakrishna can do that much of work and endure so much hardship. No one else can do it. So Swami Vivekananda was all praise for Swami Trigunatitananda. During the same time, along with carrying on the work of this magazine Udbodhan, Trigunatitananji also took upon the responsibility of caring for Holy Mother. So Swami Yogananda passed away. Swami Yogananda was taking care of the mother, and he passed away, and after him Swami Sharadananda stepped in. And he served Holy Mother. There is only one very interesting incident. When once Holy Mother was traveling to Jairambati in a carriage, and Swami Trigunatitananda went ahead with the carriage with a staff in his hand as her bodyguard. So it was night, and when the carriage was moving, Trigunatitananda noticed that there was a breach on the road. It was a huge breach, and he immediately understood that if the mother's carriage crosses that barrier, either it may slip and mother may get hurt, or it will give her a big jolt. So Trigunatitananda immediately he rushed and laid his huge body on that breach and told the driver to pass the carriage over his body. But luckily, Holy Mother came to know of this, and she called Trigunatitananda and scolded him for his rashness. But that was the spirit of Trigunatitananji, the spirit of devotion and service to Holy Mother, that he was ready to sacrifice his own life. Then Swami Vivekananda asked Trigunatitananji to go to San Francisco towards the end of 1901 because Swami Turiyananda his health had broken down and he wanted to return. So Vivekananda asked Trigunatitananji to replace him in San Francisco. But before he could come here, Swami Vivekananda, he attained Mahasamadhi in July 1902. So as a result, his departure was delayed. After that, Swami Trigunatītānanda came here in January 1903. He reached San Francisco. So when he came here, there was only a group of devotees. Okay, they didn't have any permanent setup. They used to meet at the house of Dr. M.H. Logan, who was the president of the society. That was the state of affairs. Swami Trigunatītānanda stayed at this president's house for some time, and then he moved to another family, Mr. and Mrs. Peterson. So that became his headquarters. So they used to hire a hall where they conducted lectures and Sunday service. But then when that house became very small, they hired a flat. But even that flat became small. So in 1904, Swami Trigunatītānanda decided that the Vedanta Society should have its own building. So they started searching for a plot, and they identified a suitable plot, and so the necessary amount was raised, and the plot was purchased. A building plan was made, and the first Hindu temple in the Western world, in the whole of Western world, was constructed in San Francisco. And the house, the temple was consecrated in January 1906. So that is the great contribution of Swami Trigunatītānanda. So he constructed the first Hindu temple here in the US, for that matter in the entire Western world. Then after constructing the temple, so the idea of starting a monastery, he wanted to start a monastery because there were many young men who wanted to lead spiritual life under his guidance. So about 10 people joined him. So he taught them a very, very disciplined life. So they lived with Swami Trigunatītānanda. They would rise early in the morning, meditate, and do all household duties. But they were all earning members, so they will go out for work and help Trigunatītānanda in managing the expenses of the monastery. But they will, at the same time, both morning and evening, they will meditate with Swami Trigunatītānanda. And so Trigunatītānanda had many powerful maxims, very forceful maxims. So in each room, in every room of the monastery, he will have signs saying, "Live like a hermit, but work like a horse." Okay, and then another sign, "Do it now." So. And then watch and pray. So such signs. And there was another very interesting quote he would often repeat: "Do or die, but you will not die." So those were the inspiring quotes he had for those young monks. These people, they practiced spiritual disciplines. They were very earnest. And to one such disciple, Trigunatītānanda said that, "See, I don't mind if I break every bone in your body, so long as I can drag you up to the shores of the ocean of immortality and throw you in. Then my work will be finished." So such was his strict discipline. But those people, they were also sincere, and they endured, and they liked. after this starting the monastery, he wanted to. He also started a nunnery, a convent. See, in those days, he started a nunnery because several women disciples wanted to practice disciplines under his guidance. So, and for them, he started a separate community, and many women also joined, and they also lived very sincerely. And along with this, he started one magazine. It was called Voice of Freedom, to disseminate the wide ideas of Vedanta. And that magazine also did well, and it contained very good articles. So the magazine continued for 7 years. And then there was a Shanti Ashram, a very peace retreat, San Antonio Valley, where Turiyananji had lived. And this Swami Trigunatitananda, every year he would take some few disciples with him and conduct a retreat there. So the life during the retreat was also very intense, very spiritually intense life, starting from morning 3:45 until 10 o'clock at night. So the disciples would be engaged in meditation, prayer, studies, discussion. So it was a very intense life. So many disciples liked it. Swami's health was not good. Just after a year coming to the US, he started suffering from rheumatism, and the condition became very, very bad with the passing of years. But he would not relent, so he never complained, and even the closest disciples would not know what is the true state of affairs of his health. So he would do all the work, and in the monastery he would cook all meals for the disciples. He wanted them to have pure food, and he would cook, and he was the last to go to the bed and first to get up in the morning. So he had such power of work and endurance. Though his health was bad, but he continued, but his end came in a very unexpected and tragic way. So sometime in December 1914, just a few 2 days after Christmas celebration, the Swami was holding Sunday service in the Hindu temple, first Hindu temple. But then a young man, I think his name was Louis. So he was a student of Swami Trigunatitananda earlier, but later he had lost his mental balance and he was depressed. And this young man threw a bomb at Swami Trigunatitananda. So there was a huge smoke, and after that smoke was cleared, the devotees came to know that this young man Louis had died, and Trigunatitananda was severely injured. So he was immediately rushed to the hospital. And on the way to the hospital, when Trigunatitananda recovered, the first thing he asked was, "How is Louis, oh poor fellow?" So he was concerned about the well-being of that person who had thrown a bomb at him. In the hospital, he remained for about 2 weeks, and then on January 9th, so somehow he got up and told his disciple who was attending on him that he would leave his body next day. So next day was January 10th, and that was the birthday of Swami Vivekananda that year, according to the lunar calendar. So he told him that he would leave his body next day. And accordingly, next day, around in the evening, Swami Trigunatitananda left his body. So his was a great life, a great soul, whose life was devoted to the spiritual unfoldment of man, and great service. So his life was dedicated to the service of all people. So with this I conclude. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.